Oh boy.
I'll try to get on.
Did you on grave and go by a tune? She eat up the dick and she don't use a spoon. Hop in the foreign and then it goes zoom. She too attached, think I need me some room. Talk about my bro, put be out at noon. They dumped me until I broke out my cocoon. If I catch him lacking, your homie is doomed. We clean this block, 30 shots out the broom. Half pace to pop out like it's toast. Hit that bitch once and I gotta go ghost. She see I got power, now she do the most. Internet gangsters get mad, make a post. Bet you I win, but my back is the road. Rockin' off white, so she think I'm the Pope. I jumped in the water, I knew I would float. You think you the best, and I'm killing the goat. Niggas was broke, all we had was hope. Bro hit the plug, all he had was dope. I get the last laugh if he think it's a joke. Say she got a friend, well I want them both. Ain't going to jail like me up in the booth. Talk out your mouth, then you might lose a tooth. Brody a scorer, all he know is shoot. I'm dropping the top, I think I lost my roof. Don't listen to him, he won't tell you.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We are back today with another episode and a big-time game welcoming number 10 Washington to Research Stadium in Corvallis. Our first ranked matchup in a long time, not since we played USC, I believe, back in week 4. So we're really looking forward to this one. We've had ranked matchups against Washington previously. Usually in these games, though, they flop, so we'll see what happens. In any case, no matter what happens, we're out to prove ourselves because we were recently dropped to number 3 in the polls, and, season's starting to wind down a little bit, so we want to make sure we solidify our spot in the college football playoff and the Pac-12 championship as well. Here's a look at the sliders. As always, the link to these is in the bio down below, Jared21 sliders. There's more information on YouTube as well if you're interested in just adding these into your game and your Dynasty back at home. Let's do some house cleaning things before we get into the game. As you can see, nobody on the Heisman watch for us this week. Eric Copeland was on there last week. He was in 4th, I believe, and we had a bye week, so we didn't play, and I guess that was enough to push all of our players off of the Heisman watch. McConnell was on there before as well, so that sucks, but whatever. Here's a look at the Pac-12 North Division standings before we get into this game. So we're both 6-0. We're 9-0. They are 8-1, but have not lost a game in the Pac-12. So this is really a battle for perhaps the Pac-12 North Division in totality, whoever wins this game. On the south side of things, USC is starting to pull away, but Arizona State's hanging in there a little bit, so we'll see what happens. I'd love to play a new team in the Pac-12 ship, but it's probably just going to be the Trojans at the end of the day. So I mentioned this before, and we'll just take a look at it real quick. We were dropped to number 3 in the polls. Ohio State jumped us up to number 2. We were number 2 last week, I believe, because UConn/Charlotte lost. And looking at their resume, I mean, it's pretty good. A couple of ranked wins on there, Oklahoma and some other teams, but not as many as we do. But they do have a good amount of ranked wins, so, that's fine. I don't really agree with Notre Dame being ahead of us, but if you're going to put Ohio State up there, that's fine. We're just going to continue to play good football and just see what happens. I mean, as of right now, we're still in the playoff field, right? So let's just keep it up. Looking at the team statistics here, Lee Corso's picking us. We're better than them on pretty much everything on paper, but they're a really good team. Great defense, really good offense. I should say really good run offense. They don't pass the ball particularly well or at all. So if we could shut down that run game, I think we're in good shape. Here's a look at our resume. Tennessee was a ranked win. They're number 2 on the schedule, but they're now 5-5, so they dropped out of the rankings. They were holding on for a little while. Michigan at 7-3 and USC at 7-2, and then this is a great opportunity for us to pad our resume with a win today. And the only loss Washington has was to UNLV of all teams, a 5-4 Rebels team that is, and a 3-point loss. But other than that, they've ripped off, I think, 6 wins in a row and are on a tear. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of fire they can come out with today. Looking at our team leaders here, Eric Copeland, of course, a leader in passing. McConnell, our leader in rushing. James Parker receiving. Aaron Bates, the leader now with 8 sacks. That spot is kind of yo-yoed week after week. Who's our team leader in sacks? Brian Jude leading us with 56 tackles, our starting free safety. On the Washington side, there's a couple of surprises. I mentioned they have such a really good dynamic run game, but they don't pass the ball at all, which is just insane. Their leading receiver, as you can see here, 23 catches, 301 yards, 38 per game. roughly. That's not good. So the strategy today is to get pressure on this quarterback, blitz a lot, force them to beat us with the pass, and we got to shut down that run game. Defensively, they got a guy with 4 sacks, guy with 3 picks, and 22 tackles. So they got some pieces, but I'm pretty confident. Doesn't seem like a team that's worthy of being ranked number 10 in the country. Hopefully we can smash them and pick up a big win for the resume. Let's get into it.
Made this shit.
Finally, a game where we're not starting on offense. Defense out there. Let's see what they can do on the first drive of the game. Washington starts with a quick tunnel screen, and they pick up 11 yards on that play. They come back with that run game, which they do so well. Jared Hemphill continues to struggle. He misses an open field tackle, and it turns into a big run for the Huskies. Back to the run game. Read option this time, but we shut it down. Jack Atkins fires down the gap and gets to the quarterback. So we got him behind the sticks now, 2nd and 12, forcing him to pass, and that they do. Out route to the sideline. Hemphill gets there and brings him up short of the line to gain. So 3rd and 1. Are they running? Are they passing? Let's see. They do elect to pass. We're in a blitz, man-to-man coverage, and they hit us up with an in route underneath. So the Huskies move the ball and get another first down, putting together a nice drive here on their opening series of the game. Another in route, another catch, and there's 16 more yards. So just like that, Washington into the red zone and thinking to score, but we back them up again. Tunnel screen, we're ready for it again. Loss of 2. So we got them at 2nd and 12. The question is, can we keep them there? Run left side. Watkins is there, takes him down by the ankles. Loss of 5 on the run. So 3rd and 17, and now we can drop back into a cover 4 where we love to be. They call a screen. Atkins reads it all the way, misses the tackle, but he has some help there to clean it up. Jesse Bailey gets the job done. So the defense holds and stands tall in the red zone. All right, now it's time for the offense. Everybody's favorite. We come out with, I wanted to run the ball, but they wouldn't let us, so we check to the bubble screen, and this is becoming our favorite play. Slant route to Haas, great hands, jukes out the safety, and he's got a 22-yard gain on our first play of the game. Stay tuned for Edgar Haas. He would go on to have a massive gain. That was just the start. Pennington open on the slant. Had to do a lot of checking and a lot of hot routing again today because of what Washington did defensively. Quick strike left side for McConnell. We get the reach block, and he gets 7 yards on a little dump off pass there. So 2nd and 3, putting together a nice drive. Back to McConnell, nice run, gets the first down, and he's inside the 20. So an impressive opening drive for the offense. Could we finish it off? Let's see. We send Phillips on the slant. That's who we hit. That's the hot receiver. Shouldn't have let him up the field, but nice job by Copeland getting rid of it before the blitz. Now 2nd and 1. Motion McConnell out to the flat this time. Put him on a go route. Washington sends the corner blitz. He's wide open. Copeland sees it, and he hits him. Touchdown Beavers. We take the lead. Great start. Checked all the boxes there, and we got the 7-3 advantage. Defense back to work. 2nd down and 5. They motion a receiver in. It's a triple option. He gives it off, though, and Holly has a gaping hole up the middle. That one was on me. We're supposed to blitz, and I just didn't maintain my gap responsibility there. So, big gain. Now 2nd and 6. This time, Jude is there, and he makes an impressive open field tackle, getting to Holly in this scenario. Now 3rd and 10, man-to-man coverage, and Jude reads it all the way, but our feet got caught and stuck in quicksand. We couldn't recover and get back to play that football, so a big gainer there and a touchdown pickup. Quarterback running out of the pocket, and Gibson takes a massive shot from Jude. He's going to feel that one. This is something that we had to adjust to as the game went on. The quarterback was just taking off and running, you know, as soon as he caught the snap almost. So he's shaken up. He's favoring his rib cage. Nope. He would miss, I think, a series, at least the rest of this one. Backup comes in. We send 8, and it gets home. So we force Washington to punt it away. Second drive for the offense. What can they do? It's a 3rd down and 3. We went 2 runs and picked up 7 yards with McConnell, but we got to get this first down. Check to the bubble screen, bubble slant rather, and And we're doing a little bit of hot routing, and we get the mismatch we want. It's Pennington on the curl and man-to-man coverage, and he gets 15 in the first down. Sticking with the tempo. First play of the second quarter. Parker comes open on the drag. I'm starting to like this play out of the bunch set. We're looking for new options. Of course, we have to run the verticals, though, because why not? We're already in the bunch. We hit Parker underneath on the curl. Easy strike. And we're moving. We're in business here. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Under 8 to go in the second quarter. Slant over the middle, and the drive comes to an end. You know, we've done a lot of movement. We've done a lot of motion, a lot of hot routing, a lot of checking, but that time it came back to bite us. We zeroed in on throwing that ball to Hull on the slant, and Washington called up a beautiful defensive call, sending that defensive end player back into the middle of the field to pick that thing off. So they keep some points off the board, and now they got a drive going. They're already inside plus territory. Draw play up the middle. We stuff it out, though. Great job. The linebackers coming up to play that one. Joel Anderson with the TFL. So now 3rd down and 11. 4 receiver set for Washington. They're going to pass it. Quarterback's looking. He finally gets rid of it, but Patton is right there, stride for stride, and he swats that thing down to the turf, so the defense gets another stop. Offense back at it after the touchback on the punt. Copeland on 2nd and 13 gets Pennington on the in route. Dangerous pass, but he completes it. 3rd and 3, we need McConnell to get the first down, and he does, slowly but surely. Now we want to work a little bit of misdirection outside for Pennington. He gets the blocks from McConnell. He gets one from Parker, skirts up the middle, and he's all the way inside midfield up to the 45. Nice run. So having a lot of success on the ground. We would stick with it here on 3rd and 3, and McConnell is just stopped shy of the marker. So 4th and inches, but at this point in the game, you know, we're not kicking a field goal. We're going for this. Bring in the wing blocker. We hand it off to Hall. He gets the first down, gets 3 on the play, and here is our touchdown play. Here is our mismatch. Y'all know the deal. Y'all know who we're going to. Edgar Haas, wide open, and he dives in there. Let's go. Just when you thought Washington had the momentum coming off that interception, we take it back, and we have the 14-3 lead. It continues here. Nice play by Casey Williamson. As good as that Washington run game was on paper, really hasn't shown thus far. We're dominating the line of scrimmage, and we're dominating in the secondary. Brian Jude high points the football in the cover 4 and gets the interception. Brought down in plus territory at the Washington 48. Heck of a play, man. We've struggled to make those kind of plays this season, so a positive sign to see Jude make it. And now we're cruising, man. I want to take a shot right off of that turnover, and that we do. We get Haas again, who gets behind the defense. Big play. And we don't really care about the clock. I mean, 2:20 left. We could probably score, get a stop, get it back, and score again. So we're just going all gas, no brakes, all the way down to the floor. Hand off McConnell. Great blocking up front. He tiptoes his way through there to pick up 11. And then slant route wide open. Pennington against the zone coverage. They just completely vacated the middle of the field there. And an easy, easy read and throw for Eric Copeland. Y'all already know the second quarter is our best quarter, and we're starting to take over here in Reeser. Run for the quarterback on 2nd and 10. He is blown up by Aaron Bates. What a hit. I mean, this guy's taking a punishment, man. 3rd and 5 draw. We sent the blitz. Yeah, we on that. We on that. We know what y'all want to do, man. We call a timeout. We get it back with 1:35 to go. Plenty of time. More than we honestly probably need. So we go with the bubble screen, our favorite play on 1st down. We get the mismatch. There's Haas, and he's streaking into Washington territory all the way down inside the 35. Pickup of 24. All right, quick to the line of scrimmage, up-tempo, fade smash, another favorite play of mine, and Copeland's open again underneath the safety. Oh, he spins by him. Can he get there? No! He's just brought down at the 1, but how about the play of Edgar Haas, folks? He is going off right now, and it leads to a Copeland walk-in touchdown. That is how you end a half. All right, it's not over just yet, though. Washington did put a couple of plays together and was able to drive at least close to field goal range. Quarterback takes off and gets nothing there. He's actually sacked for a loss of 1. Washington would attempt a field goal, but no good. Wide right, so we go to the break up 28-3. Great performance. It was a little dicey early on, but we really picked it up in that second quarter. Offense is dominating, 240 passing yards, 59 rushing, and we got the time of possession. Just got to take care of the football. We can't be turning the ball over, especially in a game like this. All right, offense on the field first this time. And we start with a counter to McConnell. He gets a great block from B.J. Little. He's got room up the sideline, and he's finally pushed out of bounds at the Washington 40-yard line. Great way to start the half. We come back, and we hit Haas in the slant. This play is just OP, guys, and at this point, we're just force-feeding Haas because he's having the game of his life. And he's had some great games, but let's go back to him again. Underneath the zone coverage, there's 7 more. Easy. Just like that, man, just like that. A couple plays later, 3rd and 10 inside the 15. Fullback angle, another favorite play of ours. We do get McConnell, but he only gets up to the 5, couple yards short of the first down marker. So 4th and 3, we're staying aggressive. We hand off to McConnell. He gets inside and he fumbles at the 1, and Washington recovers. Now, they would review this play because it looks like his knee was down and it was reversed. That was a close call, man. I'm doing a sigh of relief over here. Copeland would take advantage of the overturned call, hop in there for another touchdown, and we go up by 32 points. So we're in total control. Let's keep it that way. Defense back out there. Jared Hemphill roaming around the backfield, and he comes up and makes the play. You know, I rag on him a lot for missing tackles, but that's the kind of playmaking ability he can have at the strong safety position. Now 3rd down and 9. Can't get the pass off. Great pressure off the edge. Couldn't see who it was. There's so many different guys it could be because our defense is so good. So another stop, and now we can pad our lead again, but no. Copeland forces a throw against tight man-to-man coverage, and he's picked off for the second time. Although I will say, that play is never being run again. I hate that play. I don't know why I called it up. I hate the blocking scheme. It's just not a good play, so we won't be running that one again. Washington might want to follow suit, though, with the screen passes because those have not worked the entire game. In fact, they've never worked against us, so I don't know why they continue to run those. 3rd and 14, Gibson downfield, and Patton's there. Would have loved the pick. I say this every single game. That's his second deflection, but he gets hands on the football, falls it complete. Offense gets it back with a chance to run some clock. Nice run for McConnell here on the counter. That defensive end just went way outside, and the floodgates open for us there, so a big run on 1st down. Let's go back to him here. Let's just feed him. You know, we want to run some clock. We're going to give it to our bell cow guy. That's McConnell. Stacked box and a blitz. Oh, it doesn't matter. McConnell bounces it outside, and now he turns on the afterburners. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! You know, we're thinking about running that clock. McConnell's thinking 6, and he gets it. Hey, man, teams got to watch out because John McConnell is coming alive down the stretch when it matters most. He's having a breakout game this season, and our defense just continues to wreak havoc in the backfield. Michael Smith with another sack. So 3rd and 14, under a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. This is really the last opportunity for Washington, but they throw it away. There's Hemphill again, making a play along the sideline. What a job by the safety. One of the more impressive interceptions I've really ever seen in this game, and I didn't notice this until post when I was editing, that set us up at Washington's 34-yard line rather, instead of ours, which is where he caught the pick, which is kind of funny. But we're getting a little aggressive here to start the 4th. Copeland going downfield, and he's picked off for the 3rd time, trying to connect with Pennington on a jump ball. This one really pissed me off because I was telling myself, we're trying to run clock here, man. Turning the ball over, giving them more possessions, just stupid and boring, really. So the Huskies get another possession, and they do nothing with it. They get 2 on 3rd down, so 4th and 7, they're going to go for it here, try to get a drive-extending play, try to get some points, but Gibson can't escape the pocket. He fumbles, and we get it. Matt Haynes scoops it up and falls down thereafter, but the defense continues to get to Gibson, beat that offensive line, beat the protection, and this time it's Vince Watkins getting the strip sack. All right, so now I promise we are just running clock, trying to get out of here. We're better than this team. Everybody knows it at this point. Nice run for Brewer. Second time we've gone with the jet sweep. Got to work that in more because it worked beautifully. But back to McConnell, though, the main man. Oh, see ya. Nice spin move in stride to get by 2 defenders inside the 5-yard line. He's up to 174 yards and an average of 12 per carry. Nifty move. Bringing the Wildcat, though. Fake to McConnell this time, and Hall is going to stride in untouched for the capitalizing and dagger touchdown. All right, one last drive for Washington, and, you know, some things just don't change. Fourth quarter, down by 46 points, and they're still running some screen passes. I don't know why. So a loss of 3 there brings up 4th and 9, and they would go for this one as well. Let's see if they have any better luck. They're going to pass. Nope, hand it off on a draw. I don't know why you do that on 4th and 9 because we didn't even blitz. We were still ready for it. Holly gets 2, no more, and that would just about wrap it up. 49-3 the final score, sparked by a massive second quarter, and John McConnell is player of the game, 18 carries, over 200 yards. And you see how much this win means to the players, man, especially down the stretch here. It's really Oregon State versus the world at this point because everybody is doubting us. They're moving us down in the polls. So massive win, massive second quarter. Like I said, 21-0 there, and then 21-0 in the entire second half. So Washington scored on their opening drive and never again. Over 500 yards of total offense today, and we dominated on third down again, like every game. Just 2 for 12 for Washington. One thing that's a little concerning to me is we were only 8 for 5 in the red zone, which I don't think is right. I could be wrong about that. I feel like every time we got into the red zone, we scored, but whatever. Big thing that really sticks out to me is the turnover turnover margin. 0 both sides because we had 3 turnovers. They also had 3 turnovers. We have to clean that up going forward because we got Washington State next. We can't afford to be doing that against the Cougars. Nice day for Copeland. Besides the 3 picks, he was efficient, had 2 rushing touchdowns, rather. McConnell over 200, like we said, 11 per carry, and a big touchdown, long of 41 on the day. Brewer and Pennington chipped in some nice runs as well in the jet sweeps. Edgar Haas, our leading receiver, big game for him, probably a career high. 7 catches, 143 yards, and a touchdown. Pennington had 4 for 62 and a touchdown as well. Defensively, masterpiece of a performance. Jude Atkins lead us with 7 tackles. Anderson, Watkins, and Hemphill had 6. A lot of TFLs, a lot of sacks. I think we had like 8 or 9 sacks in this game, which is just crazy, the amount of pressure we were getting. Moss had 2. 2 for Williamson as well. 2 for 1 for Haynes, rather. What am I saying? 2 for Michael Smith. Anderson and Watkins had 1 as well. 2 interceptions today, and a forced fumble courtesy of Watkins. Jude and Hemphill had the 2 interceptions, and it was recovered by Matt Haynes. On the other side, I just want to show you guys this right quick. Look at what their running game did. That vaunted running game that they had didn't even get up and over 70 yards. So a spectacular job by our defense. Big reason why we won the game. It also helps when you put up 49 points, right? So we're advancing into week 13, and that is where we will face off with Washington State on the road, our final road game of the season before we come back for senior day against Oregon. Massive game. You guys already know the deal, especially if you're OGs to the channel. Washington State, the only Pac-12 team and Pac-12 North team to ever beat us on YouTube. The seasons I wasn't on YouTube, USC did beat us a few times, but we've always struggled against this team. Not so much recently. Let's see if we can continue to dominate and move to 11-0 on the season. We're still out to prove ourselves. So every game just means more. Can't wait for the next one. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. We'll see y'all soon.